Chosen ones, now that you've grown so much, you've elevated, you're growing at such a rapid rate, you're growing so much that you are surpassing the people around you. You've already been surpassing them, but it's as if you're reaching higher levels a lot quicker than they are. You're growing faster than the people around you. And the people around you that you are now growing faster than, you are outgrowing them. These same people in the past, they were growing faster than you. They may have been more into their spirituality, more into their wisdom, more into that than you were at the time. And what happened is those people, they got a little bit comfortable. They got a little comfortable with seeing how, in a way, they felt as if they were better than you. You know, because sometimes people can look at their situations and think where they are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and they can compare themselves to somebody else. And then if they see themselves at a different level, then they think that they are better, but they're not. Right? So, but listen, because they were thinking that they were better than you, now that they see that you have surpassed them and you have outgrown them, they will never admit that you've outgrown them. They will never admit that you have more wisdom than them. They will never admit that you have more maturity than them. Why? Because it makes them feel inadequate about where they are in their life. Because it's kind of like, imagine this. Imagine like you started building a house first and you had a head start. And then all of a sudden, like somebody else starts their house and you see them building it and you have like a good chunk of yours finished. And you're looking back at them and you're like, oh, wow, like they still ain't started. I can kick back and relax. And then what happens is when they kick back and relax for so long, they come back and look. Now you got more built on your house than they do. So now they're feeling inadequate. It's the equivalent of like, you know, like the tortoise and the hare story. They think because they got there before you, that they were going to reach these outcomes before you as well. But listen, slow and steady wins the race. You went a little slow, you went a little steady, you went a different path. You focused on your mental, your emotional, spiritual. You focused on your healing than you did these worldly things that don't even really matter. You focused on this. So now in these moments, you're going to start to come back to these people, whether they are friends, whether they are family, and they've seen how much you've grown. And they, in a way, wish that they still had some type of way to one-up you, to be above you like they used to be. So at any chance that they get, they'll take a small thing, they'll take something that you fell short for, they'll take a mistake that you've done and make it bigger than what it needs to be, just so they can perceive themselves as better at something than you. But this is all a projection of their insecurity.